G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Agavalos and today we're going to be taking a look at the Path of Champions with Bard. We're going to be continuing the chapter 2 of his campaign here in Bilgewater, where in the previous episode, of course, we just beaten the babbling balladeers I should say, and now we are ready to move on and potentially take on Tahm Kench in this episode. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and head to the first power node. Okay, we get your created cards cost 1 less Sita power as well as a counter for production. I think we're gonna reroll this because none of these are that great. Damage the enemy Nexus, grant the top ally on the deck +1/+1, allies attack, nabbed 1. When you target an ally with a single target spell, copy it onto your weakest ally. I think we can reroll this one more time because I don't think we're gonna be seeing too much use of the rerolls after this, so I think we're just gonna, use it here. Game starts, summon 2 Vanguard Lookouts, create a Fleeting Blade's Edge in hand, summon a Sparring Student. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, none of these are that great. Well, to be fair, the previous sets, they weren't that great either. So I think for this, current set of powers, we're just gonna pick up the Bouncing Blades. I think it has some use, the Blade's Edge. So yeah, we're gonna pick that up. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we do here. We can either go to the Smooth Solos, which is good because that's another power, or we can head to the item chest. So that means we have an option. We can either go to the Campung Shredder, or we can go down to the Tahm of Terror. Let's see what they do first. So, Tahm of Terror musical duet. When the foe attacks, they summon an exact attacking ephemeral copy of their weakest unit with reverse stats. The Campung Shredder, stunning performance. When one of the player's units is damaged, stun it this round. I think we're gonna head down to the Tahm of Terror. This looks like a much easier option, a much easier opponent than the Campung Shredder, of course, because stun is a little bit harder to take on. So we're gonna head down to the Tahm of Terror. The two Yordles begin to sing, their voices impressively complimentary, their song surprisingly catchy. Okay, not a bad start. We will reroll the Starlight Stack, and I think we'll keep the Bird, that's for sure. Production Surge and Ruthless Predator, do I want to reroll that? I think we'll keep that, it should be okay. Me. I think it's singing. You, and you. Okay. Yeah, those guys were definitely singing. I am obviously not gonna try to copy that. Okay, so let's drop a bird here. Alright, I guess we'll sack the bird. Get rid of the Dark Pulp Acolyte. We can play the Blade's Edge to the Nexus. This was why I picked it up. I thought, chip damage would be much better than the other powers earlier. Renekton and Bard here, which is, well, I won't say bad, but one would be enough. We don't need two of them. Okay, so I think we can play the Blade's Edge here first, and then we'll use the remaining mana to do a production search.
The battlefield must sting with, oh dear.
Okay, production search. See what turrets we get. 2 wrench bots, not the greatest, but it's fine. We'll just end around. We'll use these to block. We won't, attack with these.
Fight, the foolish villain.
Okay, let's bring on Bard for this turn, because he could be a good blocker, I would say. Well, Renekton can as well, but I want to bring on Bard. Okay, let's do... No, we'll put Bard over here. We'll bring the 1/1 over here. We probably should have brought on Renekton, that way we could have taken out the babbling balladeers, but it's alright. Okay, we'll bring on Renekton now.
I'll render bloody paths through Shurima.
Finally, we got a mascot.
Alright, I guess we can attack with this. Yeah. Let's deal 1 to the Nexus and then end the round.
Look, Reg! A songbird! The crowd of warlords!
That's alright. We will put Renekton here.
Strike me!
Bard over here. Wrenchbot over here, and we should be okay. We'll take the 2 damage from the... Sorry, the combined 4 damage from the Hungry Owl Cats. It's alright. Spell Shield should proc, and we shouldn't be recalled. Just to double check. Yes, we are not recalled. Cool. But we sure lose the Yoel Squire. It's alright. Renekton doesn't get the Fury buff. It's okay. Can get that next turn. Okay, I think we'll drop the Starlight Stack. Overwhelm is neat.
Looking for a hero for my
Get Lifesteal as well, nice. We'll play the Blade's Edge and we'll do it to the Nexus. Renekton should most definitely level up here. I think we'll bring on Ruin Runner as well because he has a challenger. It could be useful.
Sand and trouble far as the eye can see.
Ends the round. So I think we're just gonna attack. Let's drop it like this, I would say. Shouldn't really matter as long as the lifesteal goes first. That way we get to restore some health. I think that's more important. So let's see who do we drag. I think for Renekton we need to give him challenger. So we'll do a +2/+0 on him. And I think we'll give the vulnerable to... We'll give it to the 2/1.
We'll find our prey.
Let's drag him here.
No surrender.
It's 2/1 here, and I think we should be fine. Okay, it's alright. We're gonna pass the turn.
No more Mr. Nice Purple.
Okay, nice. We get Cosmic Binding at a very timely, a very timely situation here, a very opportune moment. So we're gonna play it, of course. We'll deal 2 to the Dark Pulp Acolyte and we'll stun the other Faithful. That way we prevent it from attacking. Okay, it's okay. I think what we'll do is we'll put the Renekton here. And we might just have to sack the Starlight Stack, I would say. Yeah. Okay, we should have the win next turn, but I still will bring on, use some of the mana and bring on some units just to guarantee victory. So Marauder first.
The butcher craves blood!
That way we have the numbers advantage, of course. Blade's Edge to Nexus. Let's not forget that. And then the Production Surge. Okay, so let's see what we get here. We get another Payday, we get Unraveled Earth and a Rock Hopper. I think we're just gonna pick up the Payday. Lucky Find in Hand could, be good because after all it gives a buff. Manifest a card from our regions could be important, well, not important, but it could be useful as well. So yeah, we're just gonna pick this up. Okay, so we get a Smooth Soloist here and another Shop Note here, which means that's another opportunity for potentially another power, which is good. So we're gonna head to the Smooth Soloist first and then see what we pick up. Okay, we get, wow, Round Start Rally is really, really good. So I think I'm just going to pick this right off the bat. We're not even going to see everything else. Okay, so let's head to the next shop node. Okay, let's see what power we get here. We get Game Start Summon a Sting Officer. Isn't the greatest, but this is the final node, the final node that we can purchase stuff. So I think we're just going to grab it. It's no big deal. And besides, a Sting Officer on the, turn 1 is actually kind of good as well. So I don't think I get any other cards because we are 20 gold and these are all at the cheapest is also 60. So we're going to leave that for now. Let's go ahead and just go on into the next opponent. Zinea Steel Crescendo. Final Dance, the Foe's Blades have Nexus Strike. Reduce the cost of allied Zinea Steel Crescendos everywhere by 1. The Armor Dancers stomp their feet and rattle their shields and armor, creating a clattering, ringing tone not unlike cymbals. Okay, we get, I won't say it's a terrible start, but it's not, my ideal start, I would say. So I think we're going to reroll the 2 Starlight stacks. We'll keep the Bandle Commando and the Babbling Balladeers. Well, not the 2 Starlight stacks, but... no, we'll reroll the Rune Runner. We'll keep the Starlight stat. I think that's a much better option. So we will start with Bandle Commando, do 3, and we might just miss the turn 4, but we can bring on something on turn 5. Mana 5, sorry, not turn. Step, step, turn, step. I forgot that we had the Sting Officer as well, so it might have been a good option to pick it up there. That way, we didn't need to worry too much about the cards that we get, but it's fine. Let's bring on Bandle Commando. It's an elusive. This is going to be guaranteed 3 damage.
You best believe I don't play. Showtime.
Okay, I think we'll put the Bandle Commando here just to block the 1 damage. It's fine. Let's attack.
Serving lead.
These coming.
Spin it round, throw it down.
I don't think I want to give up the Sting Officer here. So I think we'll just sack the Commando.
This is Mama's house.
Actually, no, we'll take the 1 damage. It's fine. 1 damage is no big deal. Okay, let's do a Babbling Balladeers.
The battlefield must sting with, oh dear.
Coming at ya.
And we use this to block.
Take this.
I actually forgot what what this battle's power is. Hold on, let me just double check what it says. The Foe's Blades have Nexus Strike, reduce the cost of allied Zinea Steel Crescendos area by 1. Okay, so we need to be a little bit careful with this. We can't let too many Blade Strikes happen. Alright, so... we might do a production search here, because this should summon a, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't show what, it doesn't show what target summon. Oh, actually it does. Alright, so it should summon a Wind-Up Shredder, which we could, of course, drag the Ribbon Dancer, and then ideally we could get a, I think, 5 damage here. So I think that could be good. It's not the most ideal way to spend the production surge, but I think we're gonna do it. Let's attack. Drag the 2/2 here. Definitely need some champions. Some champions would be good. But for now, let's bring on the Owlcats first, because that's the only units we can summon, of course.
A songbird.
We owe this land our lives.
It's alright. Let's bring on a couple more, or do we want to bring on Payday immediately? No, we can, of course, bring on Payday. Will create a zero-cost Lucky Find, so that means we can bring on a couple more units. Let's bring on another Owlcat.
Finally, an audience with taste.
Alright, let's attack. But we'll play Payday first. This is a predict. I think we'll pick up the Ruthless Challenger, Ruthless Predator. And only now we get Bard. Okay, it's alright. So, Lucky Find, I would say. Buff an ally. I think we'll buff the Lifesteal. Owlcat, the Lifesteal Owlcat. Challenger seems fine. Let's drag this guy here. Well, actually, no, let's drag this 2-2 here. That way, it should stun the Coastal Defender next turn.
Invaders.
There we go. So this is exactly what I wanted. That way we're prevented from attacking.
Watch me now.
Okay, so we'll block with the Owlcat. Bring on Bard here.
May my steps and my heart be light as air.
Alright, I think the Elusive has outlived its usefulness, so I think we'll just block it with it.
Let's make
We'll block with it.
cookies. Well, pardon.
Okay, so let's bring on another Owlcat, I would say. Yeah, why not? I was hoping it would get Elusive, but it got a Fury instead. Well, not Fury, but a Spell Shield, but it's still okay. Okay, let's just attack it with the Elusives. Can bring on Rune Runner next turn. Okay, let's bring on Rune Runner.
Sand and trouble far as the eye can see.
Alright, it's okay. I think we'll just attack with this. We'll drag this guy here. And we should still win, right? Yeah, 11 damage. Hopefully it doesn't play anything. Okay, a little bit slower than, what I would have liked, but, I think that's the gimmick of Bard. Well, not really a gimmick. I don't think that's the right term here. I would say that's the characteristic of Bard. His decks are kind of slow, at least in my opinion, as a casual and a non-competitive player. So, that aside, we're just going to have to pick up an upgrade here. I think we're going to pick up an upgrade to the Bird Bellringer because I would like to see more of him in play because obviously, I think in the previous episode, if you caught that, you'll know that the Bird actually played a vital role in one of the earlier turns there. So I think it could be useful against Tahm. And mana deposit when I'm summoned, refill your mana equal to my cost is massive, so I am gonna pick this up. Okay, and I think we're gonna head down to the item chest. I think I value that a little bit more than his spell. Alright, production search for the game start draw me if I'm not in hand. Summon a random one called Sporo, Minimorph with a Manifest. I think we'll just get another buff to the Payday. It could be good, and another unit summoned, which, is very useful in terms of a Poro. Okay, so let's head to the healer. We'll again grab the 7 health back. And now we'll take on Tahm Kench. The music of this place is not in its idle sounds. Bard comes to find in a hurry. The ship has a regular steady cadence as to the footfalls on its wooden decks. But a consistent through line is humming deep and low, sweet and resonant. It is alluring, but something else lies there. Something untrustworthy. Well, hello, my ponderous friend. Seem to be lost if you've ended up here.
It is my mouth into which all travels end.
Okay, the throaty voice of the large creature in front of you is smooth and rich, but beneath its appealing sonorous tone is a hint of danger. Big feast, when the foe summons a unit granted +0 and a +3. Okay, this is a... I think it's a bad start. I don't know if this is good because, you know, we need to see if we could get stuff really early on. That way we could essentially just snowball or steamroll from there. But this is definitely a bad start in my opinion. So I think we're going to reroll everything here. Now, no need to be afraid of me, strange one. Okay, we got a couple of birds here, which is good, so I think we're gonna bring them on.
These jewels are more than you think it's.
Bring on the other one.
Remember my words.
These are arguably the worst powers. I would have preferred if we get elusive. That way we could attack the next turn. Well, not next turn, but this turn and the next one. But it's okay. I think we should be able to work with this at least. Yeah, I'm honestly not really happy with this. It's fine, it's fine. We'll just skip the block here first. Do we skip the block? I'm a little bit confused what we do here because, you know, arguably this is a terrible block. Because they will definitely die. But I really don't want to give up the birds as well. I don't know what we do. Okay, hold on. You know what? Let's see what happens if we play a Blade's Edge. Will this bird get a buff? I just want to see that. Okay, it does go to 5. If you can see from the, you know, the shadow on the screen there. I'm not sure we can see it. It's a bit blur. But yeah, he does go to 5. So I think we will refrain from blocking first. Yeah, we refrain from blocking, I would say. Let's bring on the Bloodlusty Marauder here.
Cut them for our god!
And I think we attack with this.
Keeping pace.
I don't know if this is right. I really don't. 2515. This is definitely not ideal. Okay, you know what? I think we're just gonna attack with this. We'll just commit this attack. Why don't we? This might be a terrible decision, to be fair. But hopefully it's okay. That felt like a very bad decision. I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully it works out for the better. We really need some champions here. Maybe a Bard or Renekton early on could be useful. We get Starlight Stag. Of course we get Starlight Stag. Okay, it's okay. So we'll just do this. We'll give Ruthless Predator to the elusive, and I think we'll give Vulnerable to the 1-2. And we'll drag him here.
Just pretend I'm not here, eh?
So let's do a Blade's Edge to the Nexus. We'll try to slowly chip it down. If we don't win conventionally, at least some cheap, you know, some chip damage would be useful.
Again.
Encountered any appetizing stories, Lenny?
Right to business, eh, Tahm? Let's see.
These has to be the worst cards that I've been drawing. I knew my luck was about to run out anytime anyway. Okay, it's alright. So I think we'll do a bird here. Because that's the only unit we can play, of course.
Enjoy prospecting.
Of all the keywords that it give me, it gives me another Fury. That's why, you know, we don't have an extra keyword here. Because we already have the Fury from, what is it, the Dragon's Rage power. So essentially it gave me a duplicate Fury. Just why? Okay, it's alright. No use complaining. I'm not gonna lie. I think we might lose this battle, but it should be okay. So you know, if we do lose the battle, we're just gonna, I'm probably gonna restart the run, and I will just show you this battle, exclusively this battle. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see let's just see if we could do our best here just to salvage it. I guess we're gonna have to block, you know, the Tahm Kench with the beard. We're not gonna do the 2-1 to the Crusty Codger because it could be stupid. Because this isn't elusive here. Ideally, I don't want to sacrifice it. We'll get the 2-1 damage. Let's play the Blade's Edge to our Nexus. We'll slowly chip away, hopefully.
Let us peruse this establishment fair.
This has to be the worst card to come up right now. Stone Stackers, and of course the Chimes goes to Starlight Stag as well. If we brought on Stone Stackers, we could have dragged the Crusty Codger. But it's fine, I think we'll just play the Stag. It has 9-9 Overwhelm, it's not bad, so I think we'll bring him on.
I was conjecturing your arrival, Jack.
You know me, Tom. I follow the blood.
I guess we'll go like that. I'm presuming the Sting Officer would come down... Sorry, not Sting Officer, but the Lounging Lizard would come down with Sting Officer, but... oh wait, hold on, we don't have enough mana. My plan was that we play a mini-morph, that way we transform it and silence it, and we deal a 1 to the Lounging Lizard, and then it will be a 3-2, and the Sting Officer will kill it, but obviously we don't have enough mana, so we can't really do that. Okay, so I guess we'll just attack with a Starlight Stag here.
Just want a word, mate.
Hopefully the Stag can win this first. This is really, really bleak, I'm not gonna lie. Really bleak.
I'm sure there's
Okay, hold on. Ally captures another ally and grants the captured ally stat square Tahm Kench in the deck. Okay. Transform a unit into a 3/3 minity and silence it. Okay, so I think it's much better to make sure that, you know, Tahm Kench gets Tahm Kench captures first. We play the Starlight Stack and then we silence the Tahm Kench. Okay, I think that's the play here.
bargain accepted.
Okay, so I think we can attack with this. Yeah, we'll attack with this. I really don't want to risk and, you know, and a quiet taste here. So I think we're just gonna attack straight up. I have a plan, I have a plan. Alright, mini morph. Silence the Tahm. There we go.
I don't change fate, but I can see
Alright. Stone Stackers on. Guess we might want the Challenger. I think we'll do a Blade's Edge to the Nexus as well. We might actually win this. We might actually win this. If we're really, really lucky, of course. We get a beard here, cool. I think we're gonna bring him on.
You pay, I talk to spirits. These are my rules.
Okay, I think it's okay. We'll bring on the Marauder as well. We have the numerical advantage now. So I might actually win, to be fair. If we are really, really lucky, we might actually just win. So I think we'll just do it like that. We'll just lay it out like that. And I think we'll drag the 2-5 down here. I'm hoping the 2-10 comes this side. The 2-10 should come down to the 11-5. If that, you know, if it does happen, if that does happen, it should be okay. And it definitely does happen. Cool. Can we play a Blade's Edge to our advantage here? Maybe 1 damage to... No, this is tough. These are all tough. Okay. So, deal 1 to the Nexus then. Might actually win next turn. We might actually win this turn. I hope so. This is the worst card to come on now, to be honest. Esmus is the worst card to come on now.
This my ship.
Crap. I was hoping you get something good, maybe a Renekton or a Bard, but this is arguably the worst card to come on right now. When I'm summoned, plant a Chime top card of your deck. Grant my support ally +1/+1. Ay ay ay. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna attack with this first. We're not gonna muck around. Hopefully this could work out for us. We will drag. We'll drag the 4/8 here. We might have to sack off this unit. And if... Actually, no. We can actually still win. Because we have to... Over 1 will deal excess damage, right? So... 11 to 4, that's the difference is 7. And this is a difference of... 11 to 2, this is a difference of 9. So 9... Or worst case scenario 7, we have the 2 from the Sting Officer. And we still have the 1 from the Blade's Edge. Okay, so we do win here. So thank God we do. Alright, so we're gonna commit this.
You pay first.
Alright, and that is about it. So that is Bard's campaign done. Now, in my honest opinion, I really don't like Bard. His campaign is really slow, and at least for me personally, as a casual player who is not really that great at the game, I understand that. He just feels like very sluggish. I just don't know why. Maybe I didn't really build the deck carefully, or didn't build the deck well. But at least in my opinion, I don't like to play his campaign. His chapter 1 was really slow. His chapter 2 also felt really slow, at least for me. But yeah, regardless, we are done with this campaign, so we can move on. Of course, that is the main thing here. So we are gonna head back to the main menu. Alright guys, so that's about it. So that is Bard's Chapter 2 complete. So that means we can finally move on to the final champion here in the Path of Champions, which is going to be Lee Sin. You'll notice that he's currently locked, but that is about to be changed really soon, because Riot, I suppose, has introduced the Wild Fragments. They're not in the game yet, as things stand. During the time of this recording, they're not in the game yet, but once they are introduced, we should be able to get Lee Sin from the get-go and potentially take a look at this Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Hopefully he goes a little bit more easier than Bard, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Bard. Again, this could be an opinion of a casual player and most definitely a Runeterra noob. Bard feels really sluggish and really slow, but yeah, like I said, just take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because this is not a professional's opinion. So anyway, we are gonna end things here because we are running out of time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Path of Champions here with Bard, and if you did, consider leaving a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate your support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of single player playthroughs or content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Kevlo signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as well. Hopefully I catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.